Hi, welcome to this video in relation to the plot for sale rear of 23 St John's Road in Stoneygate. I'm Palmdeep and I live on St John's Road with my wife and two children, and that's where we live, in the White House just there. We do have a garden at the back ending about where that wall is, just get my finger right there, and we've got planning permission for two plots here. One is this one, bounded by these posts you see here. This plot has now been sold. There's an access way in the middle which I've retained just to allow me to access the back of my house, and then the other plot which is bounded by these posts here and includes everything on this side, which I'm going to just talk to you about now. So the land is currently part of my garden and it's enormous, as you can see. We've got a huge garden both here, and if you add the other bit there as well. So for us it's a lot to take care of, and we decided to sell it. We moved to Stoneygate because everything is within walking distance. As a family we really value a healthy lifestyle that minimises driving. So for us everything is within walking distance, such as the train station. You get to London direct in 1 hour. All the universities are nearby, hospitals, parks, top state and private schools, shopping, eating and places of worship. They're all very close by. So we're very happy in Stoneygate as a family, and we intend to stay here. So what you have here is a quiet retreat in one of the best parts of Leicester, but you're also close to everything. So I'm standing here on Laureston Drive, and as you can see it's a close, it ends there. And it's accessed from Homefield Road, which is that way. So if you do want to come and view, drive down Homefield Road and take a right or a left, depending on which way you're coming, into Laureston Drive, and you'll end up here where the road ends, and this is the plot on your right. And it's a closed off road, as I just mentioned. So we've gained planning permission, as I mentioned, for two plots, and the boundary line is marked with these red fence posts. Now the access is actually from here. There's a 6-metre access that will be created from about there to roughly about here, and that gives you, let me just zoom out a little bit, that gives you 6 metres to access. So cars will come in, and for this house they will drive in and go right, and then for this house they'll drive in and go left, park over there at the front of the property. The two houses that we've gained planning permission for are identical virtually, with one being placed about there, one being placed about there. It's a large plot that we're selling, this one here on the left. It's about 300 square meters, the land is. And in terms of the situation, the sunshine comes from east, which is pretty much behind me. So over there, and then I've gone the wrong way. Actually, it should be that way. South is about there, and north is about there. So you've got a really nice sunny garden, front and back, throughout the year. Outline planning permission is in place for a large 4-bedroom detached house with 2 additional rooms in the loft. 3 or 4 bathrooms, if I remember correctly, and I'll put the plans up so you can see them. The house itself is 231 square meters, or 2,490 square feet. It has 2 large reception rooms. Let me just, while I'm doing that, let me just go onto the land. Let me just try and climb over here. Just to give you a feel. So this is the corner, and the other corner is just over where that post, if you draw a line between these posts here and extend that line onto the pavement, that's the other corner. One corner's over there, and then it goes along and it comes out a little bit, across, out a little bit, and then across like that, and along that wall there, that's the boundary. It's about 13 meters this way, 13 or 14 meters wide, and 30, that's 30, from top to bottom. So 2 large reception rooms on the ground floor with a dining, kitchen, utility room, cloakroom and WC. First floor is 4 beds and 3 bathrooms, and as I mentioned, 2 rooms in the loft. So you've got a very nice private garden, and the advantage of this plot is you've got a walkway along this side here. You've also got some garden space slash walkway here, and it's quite wide, so you could, if you wanted, extend out and make the house bigger that way. So that's a potential. So I'll put the floor plans up on the video so you can see those, and same with elevations. In terms of trees, you've got nothing to worry about here. There isn't anything protected on the site, so you can clear the site and get going in terms of your build. Planning conditions, have a look at those in the legal pack. They're all very usual, and there's nothing there to stop you building a very nice property. Services would all come from this road here. That's my son. Give us a wave. Hey. And services, you can see again the legal pack, gas, electricity, all the usual, internet and that sort of thing, water, drains, connected through that road there. The land itself is not in the conservation area, but however my house is, so you've got the advantage of being adjacent to the Stoneygate conservation area without having all the restrictions that would have been imposed had the site been in the conservation area. Any other information you need is on the auction website, SDL, so I'll put the link up for that. Several benefits of buying a plot of land like this. The stamp duty is much lower than what you'd pay if you purchased the house built. You're talking potentially savings of tens of thousands of pounds. Self-build mortgages are available, and a big one is ecology mortgages. I'll put that on the video, and there's many others you can Google and find. They're more than happy to lend on things like this, generally speaking, if you meet all their requirements, and you can get something like 80% of the land and build costs. So it means you put down a lot less money than if you'd have to do everything outright. As you know, I'm sure, much lower building costs, much lower heating costs and lower maintenance. 2 big benefits of building your own property, and you get to build to your own specification, so that's a big benefit. The auction itself is taking place on 27th of June 2024, so visit the SDL website, you can register there, and they'll send you all the legal pack and that sort of thing, or you can just click on the button to view it. There's an 8-week completion, which is very unusual for auctions. Typically you have a very short space of time to complete from exchange, because some people may want a bit longer just to raise their finance and that sort of thing. So that's it. I think that's pretty much everything you need to know about the site. Any questions, please contact the auctioneer, or by all means drop me a line, and I wish you all the best with the auction.